Hey, Josuke! Ow. I regret doing that. So my, it fucked up last time I recorded this. And, my microphone was not recorded the entire thing because it thought I was recording a Logitech headphone. So, you missed out on a lot of good jokes and some major points in the story that I'm not going to go back at. And this actually makes sense because Byakuya was the last person I was working with. And the ultimate investigator is dead. Not ultimate investigator, ultimate computer. Ultimate computer bitch is dead. And I'm supposed to do shit now. Like, get people's accounts, I think. Why not search her room? Oh, god damn it. I fucked up. Or maybe I should go to the trial. Maybe I'm just supposed to go to the red doors. Oh fuck! Shit, I forgot you guys can teleport. No, you have to. Hey, bud.
How unfortunate.
Fucking love that sound. You.
Huh? Oh, hey, Mokoto.
Yeah, it's all the handbooks. Maybe I'm supposed to... I don't know. But, yeah, I'm befriending Mondo and Celeste now. Just so you guys know. I'll be back while I go look up what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Okay, I find out what I needed to do. I need to go to the warehouse. So that'd be through here. Or maybe the boys, I don't know. Hey, you!
Most unfortunate. Actually, indeed. What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Your fucking bag!
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, now I'm gonna try the boys' locker room just in case, because the whole Monokuma time is up. Hasn't played yet, so We're gonna go. Oh god! I forgot my microphone likes doing that. It makes me spaz out sometimes. It's an old Turtle Beach I found. Turtle Beach. An old Alienware I found in the trash. Because I'm the trash man! I eat garbage! Sorry for screaming my Danny DeVito voice right in your ear. I should put headphone warnings in my videos, but I kinda want you to go deaf. Fuck off with me. I think that's a shit carpet. Someone shit on the carpet. Oh. Odd. Yeah, you're right about that. Holy shit. No. Out of here, Mokoto. Mokoko. Get the fuck out. You know what, I'll talk to you.
I feel as if...
That's it. I'm sure of it.
Maybe I have to talk to the ultimate detective again. There you are.
Indeed. However... Well... So then... Goodbye.
Ooh. That's strange. Yeah. They all involve scissors. What the fuck do you need to check? The poster again? Huh. Does Hifumi suspect me again? Because I have been proven to definitely not be a fucking murderer. Because I'm too much of a pansy. See, shit-stained carpet. Door. Yeah, let's check the camera. Am I supposed to look at the shit stain again? No. Then I'm out of here. Holy shit, I can teleport. Oh, that's fucking great. There's gotta be some sort of clue over there. Nope. Like, where the fuck am I supposed to search now? These big ass weights? Supposed to investigate you again? Blah 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 blah. It has a fucking rope, dumbass. I'll be back again. Okay, I'm supposed to talk big bitch. Yo.
Of course. I'm sorry. However, of course.
There's some points where it just baffles me because it's decently... No! The lamp. The lamp, you stupid son of a bitch. No. You motherfucker! Yeah. Enter the archives. Fuck. Oh, I'm supposed to talk to Swimmer. To California, bitch. What? What do you need, check? Yes. You don't need to check any. Okay, now it's time for fucking trial. We have evidence convicting no one.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Hey, Monokuma!
It's the moment you've all been waiting. You remember where to meet, right? Please go.
Fuck it. Hi.
Yo.
Come on. What are you gonna do?
Let's go.
She's fucking dead. Shut your mouth. Let's go into killing a classmate. Eventually, there's gonna be 3 people in the elevator because everyone else is dead.
Well, thrills, chills.
Ow. That one just makes me waste breath. That one doesn't. Yeah, I'll save. Here. Robot Jack. I guess that's all I got. All right. I'm ready.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. If you can figure out who done it, then I'll punish everyone beast. Okay, let's talk about...
That one.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Shoot!
Chihiro's fatal injury.
I forgot how to switch ammo.
It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
God damn it. It is a dumbbell. I have that. I know that information.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
What the fuck? Fuck you, game.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
You're wrong.
No, it's wrong.
Fuck you. He's just freaking the fuck out of his hands here.
Found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no...
You looked at her head wound?
You have to.
That's so creepy!
I've seen gore before.
If you don't mind,
it's not that
I will
creepy.
proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial...
Absolutely. Okay, what bullets am I gonna receive this time? Okay, so...
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of that. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that
What?
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure.
Fuck off!
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
That's... Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack...
Fuck!
I don't know who that is!
Just let me shoot it.
Culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case
Except
closed, as far as
they
I'm
were
concerned.
strung up with a wire instead of scissors.
That's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well,
I fucking hate this music. What the fuck is it?
There's just no proof for it.
Fuck you. I finally got a shot off. If this music will stop raping my ear.
One reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every... According to the file, there appear to be two defined... The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Blood.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell?
I got it!
All the victims are
In every
crucified.
Genocide Jack case, the killer other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the...
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Except she wasn't. There were no scissors.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this...
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has
I'd believe it.
Ludophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serious...
Is Toko Genocide Jack?
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Don't smoke a fucking blunt before class trials, and maybe it won't be complicated. I fucking hate these.
Now I understand.
Schizophrenia, or whatever they want to call it.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have... What did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Holy shit, they got the name right.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
I got it!
Herb,
You're talking about how she started acting
this is
totally
easy. Why is
different
this
than
game so
usual,
easy?
Right?
That's right. Think back. She
started laughing with her tongue out.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of her...
Don't go assigning adjectives to my...
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Yeah, she was ranting on about it.
The reason she locked herself in her room it was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you...
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Oh
Last
no.
night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and she told me she said, a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude.
This is all a lie. You said you wouldn't... What? You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic, this is the real world. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, but in spite of that promise...
Someone's fucking dead.
said if I kept my promise, that's the only reason.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing. Could you?
I tried.
But your efforts were useless. Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left.
The person you.
Oh, what the fuck happened to your eyes? What the fuck? If your pupils do that, you're fucked.
Figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, genocide!
What the fuck is this?
What the?
What happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split person. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or behind every dark and gloomy soul.
What the fuck?
Miss Jack, Jill, what's up? Some of us think you might be the master. Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all. Just kidding.
Then
What the fuck?
it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is, it's a
Oh,
necessary
God damn it.
evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Fucking hell!
Just kidding again!
There's a fucking Fight Club fan here.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any?
Yeah.
Huh. There's no fucking scissors at the crime scene. That's the fucking problem.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it's wrong.
There were no scissors suspending the corpse. That's the problem.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and convictions. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
I find this kind of funny.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the genocide. I got it!
All the other victims were stabbed to shit.
The cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, according to the case file,
yeah,
they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
A shitload of scissors, actually.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkable.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Would you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
No. If I murder people, I want to cook.
Has to do with how the body was arranged?
I got it! Do you remember what the killer... They used some kind of rope to hit...
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous genocide...
Scissors. It was scissors.
Pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement! Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong!
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac! There's actually
what the fuck?
Difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victim... There's a pattern there!
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death!
It's a bunch of guys.
I got it!
It was a guy.
Is it because...
Bingo! Bullseye, right on the money!
It wasn't a guy who got murdered, that's why.
Talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases...
They were all... guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
Hey, Josuke!
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
What the
So
fuck?
since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line?
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to...
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you use the dumbbell could...
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of
Oh, wow.
envy of the entire...
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Oh god, she brought her own gun.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot! So probably the end of the question anyway!
That's pretty fucking hilarious.
What's going on anymore? Could such a penis villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right?
Yeah! That's why we think...
Myself! I am the killer! I just pointed at myself. I did it! Oh wait. It's Boyuka. Time to see him die. Yeah, no, it was Mondo. Mondo did it.
Here's my answer. Byakuya.
It was me.
It's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file.
Are you saying?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of genocide because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your
I see. So now then I must ask. When would you say I began acting suspicious?
Look, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Huh.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right?
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Your next line is, "You're a fucking Jew!"
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, go ahead.
You didn't know Chihiro was the killer. So hold down V. Got it. Everyone is angry or confused.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found his body.
But he knew it was Chihiro.
Shoot! So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found his body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro.
How did you know that? How do you know that before we found the fucking corpse?
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning... Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got... What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you?
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden.
Oh? Proof that...
Genocide Jack doesn't clean up the corpse. Oh.
want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
Motherfucker! Now I have to wait again. Might as well check that text. This music seriously makes me want to kill myself. Like I have to shout, "Hey, Josuke!"
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
Herm.
And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
That's not something to be proud of.
Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Was it really a rope? No, it wasn't.
Very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Fuck
Obviously,
you!
somebody else must
God
have
damn
had
it!
hidden away somewhere.
Except it wasn't a rope. It was an extension cord.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with...
An extension cord. A fucking extension cord.
Right! It absolutely was!
Then there
You think
must
the
be
ultimate
something
detective
very
would fucking
fishy
speak
indeed
up?
about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my...
That's a lie.
No, that's wrong.
It's a fucking extension cord.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, that extension cord...
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the lot and the same extension cord that went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right? What's wrong? I asked.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's...
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
Haha.
Calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
How the posters were switched?
And what? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How What kind of question is... She was found dead in the... How could the scene of the...
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the... That was awfully specific.
I believe I do.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Mokoto. If there's any chance the murder...
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof?
The poster in the girls' locker room, a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm
There's
talking
a stain
about.
in carpet.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in
Don't
the girls'
question.
locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet, but I noticed that after the murder...
Yeah, it was.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would any...
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but...
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. Then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room? To get into the locker room with Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her. She had no way to get in.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
The e-books. The missing e-books.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook!
What?
Shoot!
No, she didn't hack it.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ugh.
I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
But that ain't start.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is... In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said.
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong? It seems like there's no way she could have gotten...
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still...
What?
What are you talking about?
Well, to explain, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Presenting never-before-seen
Don't worry.
evidence.
This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. Now then, what is it you...
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your
I love his face. He's just... Josuke is just in constant anger.
The girls' locker room?
We've already
I'd like you to examine the victim's body. Be sure to examine the entire...
Examine her.
No, wait! It's probably best. It's not...
very well.
But you're a girl?
No, it's okay.
Huh.
I think so just leave the...
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
The fucking murderer.
Okay, I'm sorry, Chihiro.
Be sure to check her entire body.
Her entire body... What?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible. This girl
Is what?
is a boy!
She was actually interesting.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Hey! Representation to all the fucking SJWs.
Then, it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Misaki was totally a guy.
If you look at my first episode, you'll see I give a little hint, hint, nudge, nudge to the trapness of Chihiro.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone. Now let's ride this wave of
Yep.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume.
Did you guys see that
class.
coming?
We've all
Because
just learned of
pretty
the
much everyone
shocking
I know.
revelation that Chihiro...
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy. And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact...
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then late, and the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All
Okay, well, connected or clear.
there.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Mokoto? After everything...
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who would...
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I... And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons. It's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct.
Mark it as...
He's right. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
Oh god.
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Say fuck!
Well,
Like a normal human.
Hard to believe. Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then... why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncover it now then. If...
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we?
No, I'm with Mokoto. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of...
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have...
That's very true.
Our lives are all on...
Excellent. Then shall we resume?
And I didn't do it. That'd be hilarious. Just like, it was me.
I got it!
The killer had to be a guy. I forgot what her account
Isn't
was.
there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but... Did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Fuck you.
Shoot!
Well, I know who did it.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Shoot!
Fuck. We're back to square one.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but... Did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the...
No, it's wrong! I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
You saw her.
Now
Well,
that you
him.
mention it, yes, I did see
Thing.
him.
Fuck!
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Mokoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to it.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was enough so that he was willing to risk his secret.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right?
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about... You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
That's the point.
Why? You want to track down some...
Even if we had the equipment for that, we would...
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you know the bag was just a normal duffel? All the bags in there are the same, so...
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Well, the show is blue.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! We picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing!
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Okay, I'll shut my mouth.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! We picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing!
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? what he just said without even realizing it? First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific?
There's just someone. There's a robot scatting in the distance.
He picked that tracksuit because
robot scat man.
It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Shoot!
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next,
good job, me!
Why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
I'll be back.
We know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he... First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
Alright.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Nope. I'm fucked. Game over.
Shoot!
Everyone's dead. Wait, why do they all vote for me?
Is this...
Why would they all vote for me?
I refuse to give up yet.
Why would they vote for me when I've... when I'm the main investigator and was unconscious?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right?
Oh.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
Time to start shooting shit with the
Cause
tracksuit
exercising
button.
sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
I'll be back. Okay, I found out what it's supposed to be.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I'm legitimately getting pissed about this.
Because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue...
No, that's wrong. Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said... She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chi?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Oh, no, don't tell me I have to kill Mondo.
Did you? The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what?
Because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility. Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be...
Is in a fucking bag.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro, if you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't...
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to... That's why you said you knew who did it.
To put... That's right. Mondo was my target all along.
Fuck.
I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he talked.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail? Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, did you really kill Chihiro?
Damn it! What's with the people I befriend and turning out to be the fucking killers?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that.
I was gonna ride with you, and then you go out and kill best
It's
husband.
true. My reasoning on that is pretty
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of lead.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
what do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
for a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd
Then it must hold some clue about the...
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite...
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high...
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one...
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it? I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want...
But if I tell you, and someone else decides...
Just tell us already!
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. Then allow me to make a special announcement. When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, if the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
And that your best friend is a fucking murderer!
That is a mere try. Anyway, if you found the victim, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise.
Meaning the culprit somehow.
But how'd they find out?
Indeed.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by...
What if the killer took their own handbook into... They'd realize it was broken, and once they had Chihiro's handbook...
I won't say it's not. I don't know of any...
I might know someone who did. Whoa! I think the one who may have...
Don't worry, it's not you, Mr. Britman. It was me! I'm the killer!
Here's my answer! Mondo, your handbook got broken.
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
Yeah, and Mondo kept all his clothes on.
Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his... And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got... I don't accept this. Show me the...
I forgot the shoot button.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Look! Mokoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook
wait.
is actually broken,
It is broken.
then that proves that what Makoto said is
I
right.
bet it's the one in the fucking
Well, my
main room.
goddamn handbook works just...
No, that's wrong!
That's Leon's. That's Leon the Professionals.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulations?
Well, here's how there is a rule about loaning your... It's kind of a gray area, I admit. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch! What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear.
1 second. Okay.
Here's exactly what happened. First, let's take a look back to before. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse. At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
You mean he?
That something was a blue track. With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, simple, which is why he was able to use his own. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Someone's dead.
Likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Yeah, let's see what someone sent me. Odd.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act, then removing the...
Oh, fuck. I see where I fucked up. I see.
The killer is you! Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act, then removing the bloody... and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary, but this alone doesn't prove that... After all, using one of those... And that's
Find it weird that
exactly
the
how
killer is
killer
portrayed as
did it.
naked.
With the carpet and the poster they brought
But I know
with
it's
them,
just
they
to
got
like
to work.
show no clothes, just so everyone
They changed the layout
is
of the boys and girls locker room. In what... That could have been the end of things. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after he went and grabbed the extent... He used the cord to string up Chihiro's life. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message. He wanted to create the illusion that genocide... And around the same time that Byakuya, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence. And just as the killer expected, somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't, and the reason they knew that is because... And that's how it all played out.
Hey, Josuke! Oh shit! You're the killer. Josuke! Why'd you do it, Josuke?
Wait! No! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! Without any proof, you can't pick...
Absolutely. Fever. What? Odd.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
Fuck. I'm dead. Bye-bye, Mokoto. Like, why would they think I'm the killer? Does everyone just suddenly change their minds and go, yeah, Mokoto did it? Even though, like, the first case, it would have made sense because, you know. Because she died in my room, and I was the one with the closest connection to her.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False! Show me some evidence.
How? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to right click.
I won't listen.
That's right, I'm supposed to right click. I'm a fucking moron! And I've been recording this for like half my day. Yes.
I refuse to give up yet.
I'll give it another shot. I forgot to right click. Not all I know about it.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me.
This should prove it.
Unfortunately, your friend is a fucking murderer.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that...
We don't gotta do that. Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Whoa. Dude. You didn't have to do that, man. Yay, I got something over a sea, unlike my last trial. Nice, okay, I got a bunch of medals. I know what I'm gonna spend those on.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been. Who will you elect as the... Will you make the right choice? What's it gonna be?
Well, sorry, Mondo. You were fucking cool. Okay, Mondo. You were cool. Now you're fucking dead. We're about to be fucking dead. Wonder what his execution is gonna be.
Unbelievable.
Oh. Kiyotaka?
Sorry.
What is this?
Now then. Actually...
Wow. I'll listen. I'll fucking listen. Oh, wow.
Wait.
Hey, What?
I'm sorry. But... That's right. I want to change.
Hey,
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. God damn it, Mondo. Why? You could have just went, nah, okay,
Correct.
I'll help you. Oh.
Indeed. Certainly.
But...
Because...
Oh wow, so
What is this? You're wrong!
Don't make me repeat myself.
Hey,
oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh, his brother was fucking was wearing all white like Jotaro. Huh. Oh. Fucking hell, Mondo. Oh yeah, and as you can tell from the back of his jacket, maybe you can't. His gang is called the Crazy Diamonds because he is legitimately based on Josuke from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Don't fuck with me.
Huh. Oh. And then his brother died. His brother kind of looks like Jotaro. Oh no. Uh-huh.
I just...
Oh. Oh. Ah. Really, dude?
I just...
Oh.
I'm sorry. Huh? But I want to change.
You piece of... What? What?
Huh?
Oh. Oh, so he was jealous of her strength, and then he killed her. Oh, well,
What's
him.
wrong?
It. Fuck.
Damn you!
I just...
Yeah, that's right. You son of a bitch!
And then he beat her skull in.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Yep.
This game's actually pretty fucking depressing.
Well now.
Ridiculous.
Now then, I've prepared a very... Let's give it
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh. Time to see how he dies. He better keep a calm look on his face as he dies. Better not be all afraid like Leon. Wait, what? He's all of a sudden on a motorcycle? Yeah, just a calm look on. Oh, Monokuma! Fuck! That's hilarious. He just doesn't care. He's just like, eh. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is this some sort of interdimensional portal he's going into? What the fuck happened? Oh. What? What?
What is this?
Naturally.
Hey. However,
What?
Honestly. There is nothing to be done.
well,
That's right.
God damn it.
I see.
But
Fuck.
Interesting.
Correct. Indeed. Hey,
What's this?
you. What?
What the heck?
I bet this is all televised.
Ooh, how exciting!
That's enough. In the name.
You're... Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like fear and despair But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see. As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away! Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied, because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
So someone who is supposedly dead isn't. There's only 10 of us left. Do 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 do. Yes. Time to wear that everywhere, because I would wear a coat like that. Sniff, sniff. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck?
I know I shouldn't, but I've had enough. I can't take it getting out of here. I can't let myself think if I...
Shut your mouth, Aoi. I don't care.
Oh. Huh? But...
What the fuck?
Oh.
So then,
How about that? Impossible.
He's a fucking vegetable. He got turned into a fucking... He gets turned into butter. Come on, you could spread that on your toast. It'll taste like grease, sweat, and oil. Maybe a little bit of gasoline.
It's like...
Hint of blood.
Well... Is that okay? Huh?
Here we go!
What the fuck?
There is nothing to be done.
You know? I'm right, right?
Perhaps. Well then.
You called for me, so I appeared. Yes!
Aha!
You SOB!
Stop fucking laughing! Well, this is where I'm gonna end it. Yeah, guys, out of ball, get the fuck out. I put a video at the very end of this one. You don't need to watch it, but it's just a little something funny I made that I thought I'd share with you guys. So, fuck!